Welcome to JSA TV, where we're covering the latest news, trends, and innovations from thought leaders like this guy to my right, from within the digital infrastructure space. I am Dean Perrine, and we are coming at you live. That's right, Ken. We are live at PTC 2026 in beautiful Honolulu, Hawaii. And as I mentioned, this good-looking guy to my right is Mr. Ken Parent. Ken is the CEO of Element Critical. Ken, welcome as always.
Thank
to
you.
JSA TV.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here again. Been doing this for a few years, so it's always a good time.
It is always a good time, and it's
Yeah.
great to see you, sir.
Thank you.
How's the show going for you?
Quite busy. As we talked about, it's getting towards the end, which is always a good sign because it's a quite busy time for 3 days. So
Yeah, I mean,
it's been very, very good.
I'm
Very
hearing
good.
things like there's a 35% increase in attendees this year. So
You can see it in the hotels for sure.
You
no
can
matter
see-
where you go down there, they're full of people that look like us. So
Yeah. That's it.
and not look like tourists.
That's exactly right. Everyone's got a logo somewhere.
Yeah, that's right.
But look, Ken, let's just jump right in. Lots of really, really interesting things coming out of the Element Critical newsroom. Some investment, some new hires. Why don't you tell our viewers a little bit about it?
Yeah, we definitely brought in some more talent. I mean, this has been a platform that has been built to scale for a while.
Mm-hmm.
All it really needed was significant capital backing,
Mm-hmm.
and we got that. So we did that deal 3 or 4 months ago. Announced it in December,
Mm-hmm.
and we now have a very deep-pocketed pool of investors
Mm-hmm.
who are eager to grow this platform. And I couldn't be more excited because where the industry is going, and enterprise colocation, which is our spot,
Yeah.
right? Bigger demands. So we're seeing, our footprints and our power demands grow as well. So having, folks that have that kind of capital, and it's not just the capital, they bring infrastructure experience, they bring a lot of energy experience, especially through a group like Mercuria, which is not only an energy trader, but in the production owns hard assets and growing in the States. So a lot of good strategy coming out of those strategic reasons for having those guys as partners beyond the deep pockets.
Yeah, no, 100%. It's kind of a who's who across kind of the ecosystem of investment. So
Right.
a lot of big brains at
Smart guys.
Yeah.
I forgot to mention that one. They're very smart.
Yeah. So you mentioned footprint expansion plans.
Yeah.
What's on the horizon for Element Critical?
Well, we have in this new platform, we have our 2 Texas assets, which is Austin and Houston, and we're getting pretty close to being sold out of both of those. So we want to expand our operations in those 2 cities. Houston, we have another land site that we can develop another significant data center. Houston 1 is a fairly large data center. We have a big data hall that we're selling into right now. We have multiple off-takers that are competing to get that space. It's good to be in that position. It was designed
when they're competing for it. That's a good sign.
It was designed to be a 4.5 megawatt data hall. It's going to grow. So, and that wasn't our approach to this is to be very flexible because we want to be able to attract a large share of the market and in the use cases. So we'll build something 4.5 megawatts, but we know that we can take that up to in a data hall. We know that we can take that up to 9, 12 megawatts. So it's going to be more towards that higher end, I believe. And in Austin, we're almost out of capacity. We sold out our new product there in data halls 3A and 4 and 3. We sold out 3 and 3A and 4.
Congratulations.
So we sold that out. We still have some capacity in 1 and 2, but we're getting kind of tight there. So we're looking to expand in that market as well. And obviously with this capital, it's not just those 2 markets, but that's a great place to start. Love to be in Texas. Texas, been business friendly forever, and there's power availability, generally speaking, relative to the rest of the country. There's land costs is not too high, and you can actually find land, and there's just tremendous demand, and the power costs are reasonable. So it's a good place to start, but we want to be in significant major markets across the country. So
I love it. Congratulations on all of that. But you mentioned enterprise colocation. Let's spend a little bit of time there because, and especially as it relates to AI. No one leaves the JSA TV hot seat without talking a little bit about AI.
Sure.
But what's the intersection between enterprise colocation and kind of the AI maturation and what enterprises might be looking for from a colocation partner?
Well, so AI has been mostly about machine learning. It's certainly gotten into inference. But enterprise colocation operators like us traditionally reside in the edge in well-connected markets, major markets where people want to be. And that's where inference is coming to. Now, of course, where we need, and they need the connectivity, right? And they need the power availability, and they come in different sizes.
Yeah, connectivity isn't something that people often
it's
say,
huge.
but it's so important.
It's a huge part of the strategy. We're talking to some of the AI guys here, and they're bringing that up and have specific needs. And we're generally very well connected anyway. We can we can get to the carrier hotels in the various markets, and all of the cloud on ramps. So
Yeah.
we're that's always been part of our kind of a strategy. But yeah, I mean these data centers have different requirements. The high density, the AI is high density, more power, more cooling, more challenging operating environment. So we got to be up to the snuff there, which we are. This is what we do day to day. We've been doing it quite well for many years, and so we're excited about it. And we're excited about the opportunity to satisfy those, to solve those problems that the AI user has in a data center, and to create a nice environment for their machines and the people who operate them inside the data center. So it's all
people, thanks for mentioning
that. There are people involved in this business. It's not all just servers and hardware and software. There are people.
Ken, it is always a pleasure to see you. Let's do this again soon, shall we?
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
You bet. And thank you, viewers, for watching JSA TV. We'll see you real soon.